one, we're going to find the values of the variables, and we're going to get started with number 7. We're basically using the vertical angles congruence theorem and the supplementary angles theorem. So here's the first one, and I'm going to solve for y and x using the vertical angles theorem. So I'm going to, these two angles are congruent, so I set them to equal each other. I'm going to subtract 2y from both sides, or actually 5y. I was already kind of skipping in my mind what the answer was. So you get 2y equals 28. You divide both sides by 2, so you get y equals 14. So that's all you have to do. You don't have to plug it back in. And also these two angles are congruent by the vertical angles congruence theorem. So we set these two equal to each other. So here I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides and add 18 to both sides of the equation. Multitasking here. This will be 0, so you get x equals 25. And those are your two answers. Okay, for the next one is number 8. We're going to do the same thing because our x's are across from each other for the vertical angles theorem, and so are the y's. So for the x's, we have 9x plus 1 equals 13x minus 51. All right, so I'm going to subtract 9x from both sides, add 51 to both sides, and then you get these two canceling. So we get 52 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4. And that would be 13. So x is 13. And then for the y's, I'm going to go ahead and distribute this one. 2y plus 30 equals 4y minus 2. Subtract 2y from both sides, add 2 to both sides of the equation. So this will cancel here. You get 32 equals 2y. So clearly y is 16 because 2 times 16 is 32. Okay, the number 9. I'm going to use my supplementary angle theorem first and solve for x. So I have 3x minus 23 plus x plus 3 equals 180. That's your supplementary angle theorem. These are linear pairs and they add up to 180. So you get 4x minus 20 equals 180. Add 20 to both sides of the equation. So you get 4x equals 100. No, equals 200. Therefore, x is 50. Now to find your y and z, we're using the vertical angle theorem. So I'll find z first. So that means we set these two equal to each other. I'm going to plug in my x. So 3 times 50 minus 23 equals z. So 150 plus 23, it should be minus 23. Sorry about that. So 150 minus 23 equals 127. So this is 127. And then you can do the same thing to get your y. Let's just do that. So for the y, let's let x plus 3 equal y And that would be 50 plus 3 equals y. So y equals 53. And there are your 3 answers. And then for the last one, let's see, I'm going to use my supplementary angle theorem like I did in number 9. So I have 3y plus 8 plus 5y plus 4 equals 180. All right, so we have 8y plus 12 equals 180. Subtract 12 from both sides. And that's going to be 180 minus 12 gives you 168. And then divide both sides by 8. And you get y equals 8 goes into 16, 2, 8 goes into 8, 1. So y is 21. Now to get the others, I'm going to go ahead and set this equal to z. So 3y plus 8 equals z. So 3 times 21 plus 8 equals z. So this is going to be 63 plus 8 equals z. And 63 plus 8 equals 71. So 71 is z. And then to solve for x, we can, this time, let's just go ahead and use our supplementary angle theorem. So we're going to add this up. 27x plus 1 plus z, and use substitution, that's 71 equals 180. So 27x plus 72 equals 180. 180 minus 72 equals 108. Equals 27x, and divide that by 27, and you get x equals 4. So here are your 3 answers. And that's it. Thank you. Have a very nice day. Bye-bye.